19 cents. That is the full width of the wall now welded over Ethereum. 3 separate lines fused into a single seam. And the ceiling of this whole correction finally spoke last evening. A single wick reached 1,935 and not one close followed it through. The map underneath is unchanged. 5 waves climbed from the yearly floor at 1,512 to 1,981, and every hard rule still passes on fresh candles. The slide off that top measured $124, and its graduations framed this market. The step, the midpoint, and the ceiling that was finally reached. Look at the contact itself. The evening wick stretched $1.95 beyond the ceiling, the deepest reach of the entire recovery, yet the same candle settled all the way down at 1,920. Then came the sharpest turn of the week. $63 surrendered inside 3 hours, down to 1,872. Even that plunge stopped $15 short of the floor left by the slide. The recovery attempt crossed back over the step on 6 separate closes, but the midpoint refused every one of them, the best finish falling $2.29 short. Meanwhile, the lines overhead collapsed into each other. The step, the 20-hour average, and the 50-hour average now fit inside 19 cents. One seam overhead welded shut. The dawn candle settled at 1,902, beneath that entire seam. So the scorecard reads 0 closes at the ceiling, 0 at the midpoint, and the newest one back under the weld. The corrective reading stands untouched. The decisions now stack in strict order. Closing back above the seam reopens the midpoint at 1,919, and only the ceiling beyond it can turn this pause into an advance. Staying beneath the well aims the other way. The turnaway low first, the floor of the slide next, and finally the twin prints that watch over the count, still spared by nearly $9. The weekly frame shows the stake. Everything here rests on the push off the yearly floor, the only impulse this recovery owns. Educational analysis, never financial advice.